What's up, degenerates? Me, AAA, back again, feeling rested and fattened up from the holiday period. Hope everyone had a good holiday season and New Year and is ready to take on 2017. Speaking of which, a little bit late to the party with this one, but first video of 2017 and it's a doozy from MTV. Though to be honest, seeing all the hype surrounding this video, I was kind of expecting it to be a bit more than it actually was, because this video to me was just the same crap MTV has been pushing all year. So to be honest, I was a little underwhelmed. This video was hyped up as if it was some all-time low for MTV, but to me this was par for the course at this point. So it's MTV's 2017 resolutions for white guys. Let's dive right in, shall we?
Hey fellow white guys,
It's about to be a new year.
And there's a few things we think you could do a little bit better in 2017.
As a white man, I would like to point out I do not answer to you. So I will tell you the same thing in 2017 that I would have told you in 2016. You can pucker up and kiss my ass.
First off, try to recognize that America was never great for anyone who wasn't a white guy.
There we go with the obligatory bringing race into something that has nothing to do with race. I saw something recently that encapsulates the whole Make America Great Again ethos, which has nothing to do with racism, but more America's place in the world. America has become in recent years the big fat bully who can barely count to 10 and takes their frustration out on the smaller kids in the playground. An oversimplification, I know, but this is how the rest of the world sees America at this point. They are no longer at the forefront of innovation, design, art, science, learning, or industry.
Can you say why America is the greatest country in the world?
Why is America
Not the greatest country in the world, Professor. That's my answer.
You're saying...
Yes.
Let's talk about...
Fine. Sharon, the NEA is a loser. Yeah, it accounts for a penny out of our paycheck, but he gets to hit you with it anytime he wants. It doesn't cost money. It costs votes. It costs airtime and column inches. You know why people don't like liberals? Because they lose. If liberals are so fucking smart, how come they lose so goddamn always? Hey! And with a straight face, you're gonna tell students that America is so star-spangled awesome that we're the only ones in the world who have freedom? Canada has freedom. Japan has freedom. The UK, France, Italy, Germany, Spain, Australia, Belgium has freedom. So 207 sovereign states in the world, like 180 of them have freedom.
All right.
And yeah, you, sorority girl, just in case you accidentally wander into a voting booth one day, there's some things you should know. And one of them is, there is absolutely no evidence to support the statement that we're the greatest country in the world. We're 7th in literacy, 27th in math, 22nd in science, 49th in life expectancy, 178th in infant mortality, 3rd in median household income, number 4 in labor force, and number 4 in exports. We lead the world in only 3 categories: number of incarcerated citizens per capita, number of adults who believe angels are real, and defense spending, where we spend more than the next 26 countries combined, 25 of whom are allies. Now, none of this is the fault of a 20-year-old college student, but you nonetheless are, without a doubt, a member of the worst generation ever. So when you ask what makes us the greatest country in the world, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Yosemite? Sure used to be. We stood up for what was right. We fought for moral reasons. We passed laws, struck down laws for moral reasons. We waged wars on poverty, not poor people. We sacrificed. We cared about our neighbors. We put our money where our mouths were, and we never beat our chest. We built great big things, made ungodly technological advances, explored the universe, cured diseases, and we cultivated the world's greatest artists and the world's greatest economy. We reached for the stars, acted like men. We aspired to intelligence. We didn't belittle it. It didn't make us feel inferior. We didn't identify ourselves by who we voted for in the last election, and we didn't scare so easy. We were able to be all these things and do all these things because we were informed by great men, men who were revered. First step in solving any problem is recognizing there is one. America is not the greatest country in the world anymore.
Can we all just agree that Black Lives Matter isn't the opposite of All Lives Matter? Black lives just matter. There's no need to overcomplicate it.
If only it were that simple. No one is saying that black lives don't matter when they say all lives matter. But simply saying just Black Lives Matter is divisive and non-inclusive. If I were to say white lives matter, I would be labelled a racist, Nazi, white supremacist. So what does that tell you about the double standard?
Also, Blue Lives Matter isn't a thing.
Cops weren't born with blue skin, right? I mean, yeah, they weren't born blue.
Blue Lives Matter to me has infinitely more legitimacy than Black Lives Matter, a group known for glorifying and defending criminals based on lies. So what you are saying is defending criminals and pieces of shit who get shot because of their own stupidity has more legitimacy than defending the lives of men and women who literally choose to put their life on the line every time they put on their uniform. And you think defending these people who put their life on the line to make sure that you are fucking safe is a joke? Fuck you.
Stop bragging about being woke. Stop saying woke.
I've never even once heard a white guy use the term woke outside of a Twitter hashtag until this video. The only place I have seen this term used is by black racists when they are harping on about white supremacy.
Learn what mansplaining is, and then stop doing it.
Let me mansplain a little something for you, sweetheart. Free speech means a man can say anything he wants, about what he wants, when he wants, in any way he chooses. While you have the right to be perpetually offended, you do not have the right to force him to change or even give a shit.
Oh, and if you're a judge, don't prioritize the well-being of an Ivy League athlete over the woman he assaulted.
And the obligatory piece about college rape or just rape in general. Has anyone else noticed that outlets like this, i.e. Huffington Post, BuzzFeed or MTV, cannot go 5 minutes, literally 5 minutes, without trying to shame all white men because rape happens, as if white men are the only people who commit rape.
We all love Beyonce, and yeah, she's black, so of course she cares about black issues. I'm talking to you, Fox News.
And there we have the not so sneaky cheap shot at Fox News. Does no one else find it absolutely hilarious that these far left publications act like Fox News is the Hitler news network, and they take every opportunity they can to state this opinion? No, we don't all love Beyonce. I've said it before and I'll say it again. She pulls the same tired shit as every other quote-unquote pop princess. And to be fair, she can care about whatever issues she wants. The only problem I have is that I don't think, personally, putting on a show celebrating an openly racist militant organisation was the right move for a Super Bowl show, watched by millions of children. But that's just my 2 cents. If she wants to do that kind of thing in her own concerts, more power to her. But I just don't think that's the right forum for that kind of political message. And it's not as if she's doing it because she's active in the quote-unquote cause. She's doing it just to cash in on the recent level of unrest. Smart, but at the same time disingenuous.
Feel free to take Kanye West, though. You guys can have him.
You know what you did, Kanye.
You also have to love the way they praise Beyonce for adhering to the hive mind mentality. But Kanye has his black card revoked for not adhering to the must vote Democrat dogma. The hilarious part is that the Democrats have been shitting on the black community for years, but the dogma still persists.
Nobody who has black friends says that they have black friends.
And just because you have black friends doesn't mean you're not racist. You can be racist with black friends.
This trope is so fucking tired. Can't you guys come up with a new shtick? Because repeating the same bullshit doesn't make it any less ridiculous. What does a white person have to do to prove they're not racist? Let you parade them through the streets naked in chains?
Shame. Shame. Shame, shame, shame. Shame on you.
Look, guys, we know nobody's perfect.
But honestly, you could do a little better in 2017.
Some of you guys do a great job. Some of you don't.
These statements could easily apply to any demographic. So I ask, why is this only directed at white men?
Please, Because 2016 is bad. 2017 can't be worse than this, all right? Because this is bad.
There were two main things that stood out to me as bad in 2016. One, the deaths of many beloved celebrities. And two, the culmination of the rise of the crybabies. But neither can be attributed to white men. So how is it white men have caused 2016 to be so bad? And bad compared to what, I wonder? If you're using some kind of utopian ideal, then yes, 2016 was terrible. But if you compare 2016 to practically any other year in history, you would see that it actually wasn't that bad. And the fact of the matter is that 2017 could be a lot worse. If we're talking hypotheticals, there are a lot of things that could happen in 2017. Economic collapse, race war, invasion, terrorism. There are many, many, many things. The fact these idiots consider mansplaining and using words we don't like as grounds to say it was a bad year shows just how spoilt and entitled these fucktards are. This year was fairly uneventful for Americans. Imagine how your year measured up to someone from elsewhere in the world. For instance, living in North Africa, being burnt alive alongside your children and the entirety of your village. Or Nigeria, imagine you're a parent who hasn't seen their child for 2 years and you pray they are still alive, but at the same time dread what they are going through at the hands of Boko Haram, if they are even still alive. Or Iraq, where you are scared to walk to the local shops in case you are the victim of the third suicide attack in your neighbourhood this week. But yeah, please, go on about how bad the year was for you. These idiots are ridiculous. And I think even MTV are starting to realise it. And that's why this got pulled the day it was released. You know, I don't think much of the youth today even knows what the M in MTV stands for. What the hell happened to MTV? You wouldn't think, looking at them today, that MTV were responsible for the likes of Jackass, Beavis and Butthead, or Joe's Apartment. But you know, fuck white people, am I right? No, fuck MTV. Let me know what you think in the comments, like, subscribe, check the Twitter. I've been your host, AAA, and I'm out. Peace.
Check your privilege, check your